That's the first one I remember.
Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. If a king, let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Let us adore him, oh come let us adore him, Christ the Lord. Sing all ye citizens of heaven above. Glory to God, glory in the highest. Oh, come let us adore him. Oh, come let us adore him. Oh, come let.
It tasted alcoholic. We found out later on. Found out later on that it was whiskey. We could tell from the taste. But we kind of suspected it from the taste.
No.
That's a memory of the James kid.
Dugout canoe as a gift.
Linda.
Dad.
You?
Kep.
Really?
Wow, nice. To house sit a person's house and her 2 dogs. Eric Kinberg had lived in the house previously. I had a nice tree and 2 cute dogs to sit.
Linda. That's it.
Wet and muddy, and we lost control while I was driving and I almost flew outside of a cliff. Luckily, my dad stuck his leg out and shoved really hard, pushing us back onto the road.
And
Josh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's the one I remember the most. Why? Because this is my first Christmas.
opening gifts, anticipating the arrival of my grandmother for Christmas dinner.
We didn't hear that.
On Christmas morning, after opening gifts, anticipating the arrival of my grandmother for Christmas dinner.
That would be someone from
From your family.
no.
So my mom said we could only open 1 gift an hour. The first gift I opened was a box of panties.
Mom.
Panties for a whole
Uncles. They're on a what? An aerobie, one of those round, thin frisbee things.
That would
By Southern highway laws, Bubba Claus's sleigh does have a Yosemite Sam safety triangle on the back with the words "back off." The last I heard, it also had other decorations on the sleigh back as well. One is Ford or Chevy logo with lights that race through the letters, and the other is a caricature of me, Santa Claus, going wee wee on the tooth fairy. Okay, let's move more positive. The usual Christmas movie classics such as Miracle on 34th Street and It's a Wonderful Life will not be shown on in your negotiated viewing area. Instead, you'll see Boss Hogg Saves Christmas and Smokey and the Band in 5, featuring Burt Reynolds as Bubba Claus and dozens of state patrol cars crashing into each other. Bubba Claus doesn't wear a belt. If I were you, I'd make sure you, the wife, and the kids turn the other way when he bends over to put presents under the tree. And finally, lovely Christmas songs have been sung about me, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Bing Crosby's Santa Claus is Coming to Town. This year, songs about Bubba Claus will be played on all the AM radio stations in the South. These songs' title will be Mark Chestnut's Bubba Claus Shut the Jukebox and Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. Sincerely yours, America Fairies and Elves Local 209.
And one of the songs they left out was Rudolph the Red-Necked Reindeer. And if any of you heard that on the radio, it is hilarious. But I only want to hear it one time.
Was Christmas banquet first date. Then on to the National Christmas Tree where we had held hands for the first time. Then back to my apartment to end a perfect first date. Married before the year was over.
That's gotta be someone.
Uncle Dennis.
Cabbage Patch Kid with a pacifier.
You got Tammy or Jenny?
Tammy.
Jenny.
Tammy was.
Friends on Christmas Eve, over the mountains in a snowstorm. Even though I was only 7, I knew how dangerous the trip had become. We got back well after midnight, and I awoke to find a new blue bike I named Lightning. That bike and I had many more adventures together.
David.
Aunt Debbie.
David.
It's not David.
It's not David Gephauer. It was a
That must
long
have been a
day. Aunt Linda.
All that we have left is cow.
No,
wait, you should have.
Yeah, really.
You just told us all about that yesterday, remember?
See,
Put it on a 5-gallon bucket.
Sit on it.
Cool.
What's the seat for?
sitting on a 5-gallon bucket.
Sit on it.
And I have a bunch of 5-gallon buckets. Thank you.
That's clever.
Yeah, I saw this up in the.
I mean, decorating on in the garden,
Hey,
Where's David?
somebody gave you an idea, huh?
Someone said.
What is it?
Thank you. It's a water pick.
Didn't you use that?
Yeah, we used to have one.
And it broke.
That wore out.
Thank
Thank you.
It's place between
Thank you.
us. You don't have to get that problem. And the sausage is that it's so clean. Plain water really does.
The water was bottled in jugs with care in the hopes that the morning running water would still be there. The children were too nervous to get in their beds while visions of no electricity danced in their heads. And Ma in her nightgown and I in my shorts had just settled down for a New Year's Eve. What is that, Aunt Beth? Snorts. And out through the drive there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my chair to see what was the matter. Away to the door I flew in a hurry, tore open the portal, I really did scurry. The moon, alright, in case the computer fails, sharpened before midnight. In case of heat failure, candles. In case of garbage system failure.
It's for your nose.
In case of light failure, flashlight. And all right, let's see here. In case of bank failure, I had some money. For self-defense in case of riot. I was sitting and drinking my water. Man, I'm glad I got this gift.
It showed all over for one day.
It's like something that's what
It's 2. He got found. I got one too.
Hey, you ready to see this?
It's a little old woman, I think.
Was that like a
Put whatever you want.
Oh yeah, it looked like something in there.
Whatever you want, I guess.